Now, having now got lots of lights that when you turn them on show everything that's wrong, maybe it's time to make this mess into a nice windowsill. Maybe. Well, some things look tidier, some things do. Yeah, bit of surface mount conduit makes things a lot tidier. Up in the loft there's one or two bits of conduit that I've put around wires, but there's still mountings to do, isn't there? Now Arthur strikes again. You remember Arthur. Arthur's the bloke who always only does half a job. Now, 2 o'clock this afternoon I went to the déchetterie. I got rid of 6 bags of rubble from the works, and where we dumped the rubble, someone had previously dumped some bricks. Now, bricks are 90 cents each if you buy them. If they're free, they're not. But of course there wasn't quite enough to finish the job. So that's something for the morning. In the morning I am going to the shops. I'll sort some paid for bricks. Oh dear, that will be painful. And yeah, we'll see. What I want to do with this is I want to bring it up one more course, and then it will all be rendered in, and then it will have a nice windowsill on it. That's the idea anyway. Well, good morning, good morning. The sun doesn't always shine in Azay-le-Ferron, but then again it is the 1st of October. Yeah, what are we up to today? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is to go to the shops and deal with some, we might think of them as personal needs, I suppose. You know, daily bread, that's always good, and hopefully some 40 by 40 framing timber. Yeah, that would be good. On Thursday, the guy that works in the timber section of the shop did say to me that there was definitely going to be a delivery on Friday. We shall see. If there isn't, well, if there isn't, then there are other ways around that particular problem, and I've got plenty else to be doing. Oh, there we are. Oh, hello. Lots of traffic. All confusing, lots of traffic. We don't have lots of traffic here. Well, I don't know how many of you watched Brother George's video this morning. Lots of little minor setbacks, things that could irritate. Could, not going to let them irritate. On my way here, what was in my mind was framing timber. That was what I had uppermost in my mind. Now, it's not the only thing I've got to do. And on Thursday, the gentleman that works in the timber section, he did say that yes, the deliveries, the main delivery the shop has is on a Friday, so yes, it would be delivered today, and that would all be good. So I arrived today and he pulled one of those apologetic faces. Okay, not a problem. Plan B. I need 10 bricks. Not exactly a shipping order, but you know, 10 bricks would be good. So I went to the brick section, construction material section, and the chap there is very, very helpful. Anyway, I pointed out the brick that I wanted, red bricks with holes in, and he said, haven't got any. Well, okay then. And then I thought about it and I thought, well, where I'm using these bricks, I'm going to be rendering and plastering and such like, so actually the colour of the brick doesn't matter. And he'd got the same standard brick in yellow. Yeah, at the moment there are disruptions in supply chains, things that you always took for granted that you knew would arrive. You know, yes, it'll arrive tomorrow, yes, I'll be able to do that on Saturday afternoon, but there are disruptions to things. Let's have a little bit more wiper. Now, for me, it's not a real problem. I've got plenty of things that I can get on with. If I didn't have, well, a bit of enforced rest is not a terrible thing. But yes, in other parts of the world, disruptions are much less pleasant and much less easy to tolerate. So there we are. We'll drive back to Azay-le-Ferron via Preuilly-sur-Claise, and then I shall drink tea, I think. Now, I filmed approaching Preuilly-sur-Claise from the other direction, so it's probably only right that I film it coming in this way. This is a much prettier approach. Preuilly is a lovely place to spend half a day. It's a really pretty town. It has the shops that you would expect, a baker and butchers and things like that. And even though it's raining, I think we might just stop long enough to take a look at the river. Yes, let's just have a little look. 2 minutes out of our lives is never too much, is it? Isn't that just beautiful? Now imagine that it isn't raining, imagine that it's nice and sunny. I'm sure you can do that. There's the Abbey Church. I always think that's a wonderful piece of roof on that church. Again, imagine it with the sun on it. Of course, just as I was going to cross the road, we get lots of traffic. Never mind. Delightful. Anyone for tennis?